Hi, this is Tim Conley, your chair for the Association of Unit Owners at Surf Tides, and I'm sending this video message out with the minutes this month. Apologize for the video quality; looks a little iffy here, but doing what we can with light. The We had a good board meeting just this past week and took care of a lot of business. The usual issues of pets, pool, and parking. The secretary likes to call it the three Ps. Uh, got some discussion, not so much on pets and pool, but a good deal of discussion on parking. As everyone is aware, we have limitations on the number of spaces up on the deck. And in the summertime, especially it being the middle of July, that can get pretty stressed out. Renters cannot have two vehicles out there. There's just no room. Two for them means somebody's not going to get one. As it is, the deck gets to overflow. I've seen a good number of owners in the basement, and that's fantastic whenever possible for owners themselves that have access to that basement to use it. But the renters are limited. The other issue that's emerged over the summer is oversized vehicles. There's been a couple of real monsters try to park out there, and we just can't have it. There is a 6,000-pound weight limit. We're going to establish probably an 18-foot vehicle limit too. That's about 2 feet beyond the space of the lines. After that, it's just too difficult to maneuver around. But at any rate, those are the three Ps. Quite a bit of discussion about the parking, the rules, the number of spaces allotted per unit. That's going to continue in the next meeting. And if you have interest, please feel free to join us. There's been a few landscape things. Stuff is getting trimmed. The landscaping's being taken care of. We're preparing to water the back banking, the west banking, so that it doesn't dry out and become a fire hazard again. For those that remember a couple of summers ago. So we'll do that. And thanks, owner Bob Perry, for bringing that to our attention. A shout out to him. It's in hearing from owners and hearing from people who come to the property that see things. Bring it to the attention of the board. The old, if you see something, say something that you see needs attention. Just bring it right up. The management company is super responsive. I encourage everybody to read the management company report to see just how much activity is taking place on a monthly basis. Um, Moving to an issue of substantial concerns for all owners and stakeholders here at Surf Tides, that would be the J2 engineering report activity that we have going on. We have, as you will know from previous communications, contracted with J2 Engineering to do a scope development memo for comprehensive repairs on the envelope of the building, on the outside of the building. And we have a scope development memo. I am reviewing that with the board, with the facilities committee. A couple of owners are involved. Anybody with any building experience, contracting experience in the membership, ownership of the association, anybody with that kind of background that could help us out would be fantastic. Take a look at things. You will see stuff that perhaps we can't. But we are moving forward to review the scope development memo. What we didn't get, it should come with it, is the rendering, and that will be a drawing, a picture of what things will look like when we're done. One of the first things to come out of that was, how are we going to keep the costs down, keep the costs down? We just don't know what they are yet. More on that in a second. One way that we can do that is to save some of the T111, the stuff in the hallways. And I know this is kind of granular, but the hallways leading into the condos themselves, there's very little or no obvious upon inspection water damage or anything under that T111. So we're going to go over it. It will save us the removal cost on that. We'll just put a weather barrier over it and cover it with a new cladding. Everything else on the building all the way around is coming off and getting replaced, as is the surface of the front decks, as are the back decks. There's a lot about window and door replacement so we can seal this place up and protect ourselves from the elements going forward. Spot repairs and repair when something gets critical. As you'll know from the history, we determined that that just can't continue. So at any rate, the scope development memo is in, the rendering is pending. After that, we get bid documents and things go out to bid. That's when we'll be able to start talking about what's it going to cost us as an association and how are we going to finance it. That'll be a whole separate deal, and that'll be happening by fall, we hope. So at any rate, that's the update on where that is. Other than that, Teresa Conley and I are third floor residents here. We see everything that goes on. We're in constant contact with the management company. Little issues come up, washer, dryer machines, break or leak, et cetera, et cetera. Occasional pet issue, pet waste, whatever. But it all gets taken care of. We're being very well managed and we appreciate it. So also appreciated is any input, participation from any of the owners here at Surf Tides. We have a great board. Nini, Lori, Wendy, everybody, Susan, thank you. And we're going to continue to manage this professionally as well as we can going forward. And as I say, we always look forward to other members contributing and bringing things to the table. So we have another meeting scheduled. You can see the minutes, everything that we're up to. We have an excellent website full of all the documents, anything you'd ever want to know about your unit here at Surf Tides. Background history, where we're at with stuff is right there on the owner portal, access only website. So feel free to join and have a good rest of the summer. Hope you get down to the beach. I'm looking out the door. It has been beautiful here. And hope you get to take advantage of your unit here at Surf Tides.